I've done some videos on the Texas problem, and it's pretty bad. I mean, there's prayer in the street, there's mosques going up, there's very young brides looking about, I don't know, should be riding a bicycle kind of thing. Um, yeah, we've got a total problem inside of America. I'm Eventually somebody's going to figure out, get to the city councils and recall everybody and just get in there and take over until the next election cycle. You're going to have your accountants, your business owners, people like that. Let's go here to Goodman, Mississippi. Let's see what's happening here in Goodman.
They run their own city. They run the city.
Oh,
Look, police, look, them folks, look at that man. Ain't no police, look at him. The man knocking on the police. What the fuck? Hey man, the smackers out here. Look at him. Look at him, fool. Look at him, man, fool.
hmm.
Oh, hell no.
Didn't I do a story about things like that? And we're just packing all the way out, man. I mean, you know, it's kind of starting to remind me of the movies you see in them African countries where the African warlords are in charge, and it's just people driving around blowing fuckers away with fully automatic weapons. What we got here, all right. Well, that's worrisome. No police. People running around with what look like M4s, possibly fully automatics. If you'd seen the video that I did about the AWOL weapons, I would consider watching that. It's getting onto the street. Um, this is just going to continue until we get inside our city councils and throw everybody out and take over. And we can stop all this real fast by enforcing law enforcement to take care of the problem. This is a problem. It's not going to get better until somebody's had enough of it, I suppose. I don't really know who that's going to be. Oh, and here's our neighbors. Let's take a look at our neighbors.
So I came here to celebrate Canada with my girls. We're Indigenous. We're Métis. We're Cree. We're Lakota. Okay? Okay, great.
Your land with us.
We share our land. We don't treat our land like this. All of you should be ashamed. Pick up some No, you're not. Look at all the garbage everywhere. It doesn't work that way. We don't wait till the event's over, because what happens if the rain comes in the rain comes in, the wind picks up, all this garbage gets picked up. Where are the people going around to pick it up? I'm here to enjoy it. I'm not making the mess. You are. Look, you have the garbage in your hand. Look at the garbage. You're not picking it up. Who's out there picking it up?
We respect what you're saying, but the event is not done yet.
It should not look like this when the event is going.
Yeah, so you can talk with management.
This is not how we treat Canada. I ask everybody to bend over and pick up some garbage and put it in a garbage bag, because if you respect this land, you won't leave trash laying around like this.
But they don't respect your land.
Our earth.
After event, you can see here, and if anything will be there, we are responsible.
I don't know why you're not picking it up in the first place.
You know how I...
Because they're
It
nasty
shouldn't be like
fucking
this.
slobs, that's why.
Excuse me, don't tell me to relax. It's all on Facebook. It's all being posted. It's all being posted. Good, because this is not how we treat Canada. Good, good. I look forward to seeing it in an hour when it's all cleaned up and done at 3 o'clock. Right, right. Perfect. See?
And what do you bet it looks like after the party's over?
The name and number of the management people, please.
What do
You
you
can post this because
bet it
you
looks
can
like
show
after?
just how disrespectful all of the people at this event are just by posting it. Because I've got you too.
Okay, this is the page and read this. What is written?
Yeah? Right. Perfect. Yes, so you guys, yeah, I see that. Why is the land? This is the land. You guys are, we're sharing it with you, and you guys throw your trash on it.
We're not understanding what.
Because nobody's picking it up. Right, right. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And how do you better look afterwards? I bet. What we got here? Camera pans across the park. It looks like a landfill. Woo.
Canada on Canada Day, apparently.
Canada on Canada Day.
Like, I cannot believe the state of this park on Canada Day. This is absolutely horrific to me.
Now, if you'd have been a bunch of white people doing that, they'd have stopped it right there, sent you all home, and never had it again. You know it.
Media and the establishment don't. Let me tell you why it's so frustrating being a Canadian who actually loves their country. It's because the media and the powers that be are systematically destroying our country. Let me give you an example. Media and the establishment don't say a word about things like this. They don't say a word about the fact that there are anti-Canada Day protests. And what I can tell you about the people that are attending these rallies and these protests is that I bet, I bet that almost all of them are taking some form of government assistance. They're getting handouts. So the country isn't bad enough for you to take their money, but you want to sit here and complain about how awful our country is. And then you have people that are at these rallies that barely speak English. They weren't even born in the country, and they have the audacity to march in our country and call us evil people and say that Canada needs to reconcile for absolutely everything that they do and have done. And as a Canadian who loves this country, I am tired of this. I want all of these people out of here. You hate this country so much? Why did you come here? Pack your bags and leave. Could you imagine if people like my grandparents that came here 50, 60, 70 years ago, the Greeks, the Italians, the Portuguese, could you imagine if they had rallies like this back in the 1950s, back in the 1960s? What would happen? These are people, the Greeks, the Italians, the Portuguese, the Europeans that came here in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. They built the country, they got zero handouts, and they never complained. They never publicly complained. They busted their ass and they gave everything they had to this great country. And now what do you have? A bunch of people that come to this country and complain about how awful it is. They band together with Canadians that do nothing all day, take handouts, and complain about how awful our country is. That's what we have. And that's why Albertans want to get the hell out of here. Because they see what's going on. They see that our country is being destroyed and taken advantage of. And they're the ones that are footing the bill for half of this nonsense. And they want out. And you know what's sad? Instead
All of it.
admitting that they are right, what does the government do? What do the politicians in power do? They make Alberta and Albertans the enemy. When realistically, Albertans are the ones that love this country. They are just tired of getting taken advantage of, and they do not want to be part of the systematic destruction of Canada. That's what frustrates me as somebody who loves their country. I and many others are tired of it. We are tired of being lectured about how awful our country is by people that just got here yesterday and by people who hate our country. If you hate this country so much, you just got here, you're already complaining, pack your bags and get the hell out of here.
I absolutely agree with everything that he just said. What we got here? Canada's the third world. Besides everything else, just look at how littered the park is. Let's see here. Must be no volume. Just, is that a gun or is that a Roman candle? Oh, it's a Roman candle, I guess. Thought for a minute it was some kind of And the police ain't even chasing after him. Now imagine if that had a different skin color to him. Oh, you'd be under attack. And look at that trashed park. Look at that shithole. Look at all the crap everywhere. Well, this is what enrichment looks like in 2020. That's London. Well, guys, there is an alternative right here. Return to the land. Private Membership Association. What's this about, you say? To facilitate individual groups that are common ancestry to purchase land in rural areas. If you don't know about this, you want to look into it. Like, subscribe, help me out a little bit. Thank you.